All right, good morning. Well, maybe afternoon where you are, but I am going to be doing some AI prompt engineering this morning. We are going to be in the HR, recruiting, and talent acquisition space. And if you are just joining now, then um, you might want to just well, if you're watching this as a on a replay, then you might just want to come back in just a couple minutes because I'm going to go and share this link in the relevant places so that I can invite other people to join me in case they want to. All right. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So let's get started here. All right, so I was going to build out a phone screen, but I think I'm actually just going to make this an interview guide. All right, cool. Now let's just go ahead and bring out this recruiting guide because I think that I have some interviewing stuff in here, and I want to make sure that I bring this into the prompt. All right, cool. Sourcing. Here we go. All right, cool. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Yeah, so the interviewing, this is also based on my training as a recruiter, is heavily centered around the three keys concept. So I think we're going to go ahead and add that in. We're going to want the three keys to be added in as like a questionnaire type thing. So let's do like three keys. All right, cool. So let's put this like up here. All right, cool. I like that. Let's edit this. Okay, cool. So we're gonna use this like lawyer style thing. Here are the three keys. Hereafter, three keys. Let's see how we describe this. Let's just say here are three keys that we consider to be the most important. Let's say the three most important criteria for candidates. Let's see, for to use when considering a candidate's alignment. When considering a candidate's maybe like qualification for the role. I know that the language is kind of annoying here, but like we have to be really specific. Um, let's see. Whether, there we go. Whether or not a candidate is qualified for whether the candidate aligns with the description. Something like this, let's see. Key number one. Alright, cool. So then we'll do something like this. So we'll just name out these keys, and this will become a sort of like questionnaire that we tell people to fill out. I'm actually going to do some of the delimiters here. So if you guys have ever like seen the delimiter situation here, so I'm gonna let's see now in between the keys tags, you'll find three keys. You have to three keys to be considered to be the most important criteria to consider in determining whether or not a candidate aligns with the description. Okay, cool. Something like that. Oh, we gotta put the delimiters in now. All right, cool. So when you see what I'm talking about with delimiters, we'll do like this. So we'll do keys. Cool. All right, cool. There we go. All right. So let me check out this candidate journal template. All right, so this talent fit factor, I'm gonna make sure I factor this in here from the course. Um, okay, cool. So let's see, the talent fit factor. Let's see if we've got this here. Because I want to see what we mean by the talent fit factor. Make sure that I bring that in. Okay, cool. So then we'll use this here. This is the talent fit factor, but I think we're going to go back here and we're going to do open-ended questions. Okay, cool. So we do open-ended questions. And okay, actually, we're going to we're going to remove this. And I'm going to start building out this form. We're going to do open-ended questions. And then we're going to do also oh yeah, okay, cool, this technical piece, the technical challenge related. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So basically, we're going to build out um, this open-ended questions to begin with, or that's going to be part of the form. So we'll call this the, I'm going to convert this to a note. All right, cool. And then we'll name this. This is going to be called the interviewing prompt, interview guide form. So I've really gotten into looking at these notes. Well, this part of the notes, but so like basically these prompts. If this is the first time you've joined me for a live stream of prompt design, I've really started to center around instructions, context, and then the form or the output. And so here, um, we're going to make this the output, this interview form. And so we're going to have open-ended questions, a technical challenge prompt, and maybe I think the third area is probably just going to be, well, we'll probably have two other areas because we got this talent fit factor. Yeah. So like this talent fit factor here, I want to make sure that we have alignment with this. And if you have any questions, just mention them there in the chat. But I want to see what this talent fit factor is. I want to make sure I get this right. Um, so I'm going to move this off screen for a second while I log in. We're going to check out some content, the recruiting content here to make sure that we've got this talent fit factor aligned. All right, cool. One second. I know you guys are just looking at some code on my screen. But let's get in here and check out this talent fit factor thing. All right, cool. Boom, boom. All right, great. All right, so now we're going to actually check out a little bit of content here. All right, great. Everybody copies my cover style on Udemy. After a while, oh well, that's what happens when you're popular, people copy you. All right, cool. So let's see, here we go. Resumes and phone screens. Let's check this out real quick. All right, I'm just checking this out here. I actually have to go in here because Udemy has this like playback issue. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go in here and let's look for this talent fit factor. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So that's going to be a good one too. I know you guys can't hear the video here, but this meeting of minimum requirements. So we're definitely going to have to put that in here. Um, yeah, so actually this is really like, let's just call this alignment with, well, no, that's fine. I think that's right, maybe. Maybe it is, meeting minimum job requirements. All right, cool. All right, cool. So this is broken down into these four areas, which is actually really similar to what we've got here in the notes. This, yeah, resume screen form. All right, cool. So it's basically here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here. There we go. All right, so we're gonna ultimately break down these guys here, this like skills match. So we're gonna break down the way that the AI generates output based on these different elements of meeting minimum requirements of the job description. Let's see, let's say alignment with job description requirements. Great, okay. So we'll do skills match, domain and industry knowledge, then we'll do tenure. Well, I think we're going to skip tenure. Okay. And then we'll just do education. All right, cool. Let me make sure here. Not skipping over anything. Okay. Knowledge of an industry, education, years of experience. I don't know if we need to have the years of experience in there. Yeah, let's not do it tenure. Maybe we can do like experience. And then here we'll do education. We'll do education, and credentials. Well, I know that this stuff looks kind of simple, what I'm doing here on the screen here with all this AI stuff, but it's kind of fun because if you watch, like, this will go into one of the most popular recruiting courses in the world, and then recruiters are going to start using this tool, and then job hunters are going to have to respond to the way that recruiters use this tool. It's kind of fun. It's like creating the future. So, yeah, we're going to basically have the interview guide break down into these four sections. All right, cool. And we'll kind of tweak those as we go on here. All right, cool. So meets minimum requirements. Now let's go on just a little bit. Okay, cool. So the size of employees. This is true. This is really important. Okay, so we're gonna have another. So here in the experience, let's do um, size of previous employers because that is true. That's a big deal. And then let's do um, industry, alignment. Okay, cool. Well, let's just say industry experience. So then I think what we'll do here is basically say like we'll cause a discussion around, let's see, employer size match. And then here would be like a discussion around industry match. All right, cool. Education and credentials, we'll get back to that. But okay, actually, we've kind of got this industry experience up here. Okay, cool. So let's just get this, we'll get this into like domain knowledge. And so, like, if you're watching, something that is going to happen here is I'm going to encourage recruiters to um, to discuss like sort of people's previous experience based on the size of their previous employers, and then the domain match. And if you don't know what domain is, in this case, it's kind of like it could be a job role. So I'll put this just to clarify, like this could be a job role or industry. All right, cool. Yeah. This looks like a pretty good interview prep form so far. So basically, we'll get into cool. So basically, let's see. If I was doing an interview, okay, then I think I'd probably start with the open-ended questions. So I'm going to put these at the top, and then I'll do this like um, alignment with the job description. And then I think we'll probably need to do culture. Um, I think we'll probably do this at the end. And culture fit actually has interestingly become kind of a controversial thing in recruiting because it's kind of like this idea that maybe you just like end up maintaining the same culture if you don't, if you always hire for culture fit. Um, yeah, so here we go. So let's check out what this talent fit factor is here because I think that this is a little bit kind of gets to that culture piece. Let's see. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So then we can get into this. So this kind of skill-based question. So let's go. I'm going to change the way that this is described here as skill-based questions. All right, so let's suggest three. All right, cool. Now let's get back here. Let me just copy this definition for a second. All right, so I'm going to just copy the definition here. Questions designed to reveal a candidate's ability. To reveal a candidate's ability to construct logical sequential action steps. Logical sequential action steps. and communicate those to people. All right, cool. So I think we'll actually have, I'll have the AI suggest 3 questions and answers. All right, let me just see if anybody's got any questions in LinkedIn real quick. Cool. Let's see. Got a question real quick. All right. All right, now let's get to this talent fit factor. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So there's our little flow. I think I can use this definition right here in the prompt. So we'll say open-ended questions. So we'll say deliberately non-specific. Deliberately non-specific questions designed to see how someone thinks. Questions designed to see how someone thinks and prefers to direct a conversation. Okay, cool. So okay, cool. Skills-based questions. Okay, cool. So I'm actually going to follow this exact flow here, which is qualifying skills, team fit, and culture fit. All right, so let's do, this will be qualifying candidates, skills, and then we'll do culture fit. All right. All right, so I think what I'm going to do here is actually have the AI recommend the open-ended questions and the skill-based questions based on these things here. Open-ended questions. All right, great. And then we'll get in here to the culture fit. Okay, and then this is going to reference the talent fit factor. I want to just get back here and check a little bit up on the talent fit factor a little bit. I think it's back here. All right, cool. So we'll add that to the questionnaire. So like, let's say 3 characteristics of people that would do well in this role. All right, so we'll save this. And then I think we're going to actually need to add this to the prompt. No, it's already in there. All right, cool. So let's add another note here that says now in between the TFF tags, you'll find 3 personality traits. Um, professional pre, let's see, things like work styles that will make the, that based on our experience, knowledge, and experience will enable someone to be successful in this. We'll do TFF. Hereafter, the traits. All right, cool. Okay, put this out a little bit more. All right, cool. I think we're getting there. Um, okay, cool. All right, so let's see. Let me go ahead and share this prompt so I can kind of start building out the instructions here. All right, so here what you'll need to do is, let's do 1 is the job description in between the description tags, place the candidate's resume in between the resume tags, and then we'll say write in the 3, fill in the 3 blanks in the 3 keys area indicating the 3 most important things your team considers is considering when determining whether or not a candidate is well suited for this role. Number 4, fill in the 3 blanks that your team describing what personality traits or work style or working styles the ideal candidate will enable a candidate to be successful in this role. Okay, cool. All right, so for now, that'll be our little, those will be our instructions. All right, cool. So now, if we just finish this form, we should be good. I'm gonna add a little connector note here. Now, I want you to fill out the form below by considering the description, the resume, I think it's called the resume, yep, the 3 keys, and the traits. Okay, cool. All right, sweet. These prompts are hard to build, but then, once you kind of get the pieces together, you kind of start moving fast. All right, sweet. So, okay, cool. So here, generate one sentence that describes. Okay, so I'm just going to give it some instructions here. Consider. I think let's start with the 3 keys here. Yeah. Okay, cool. 3 keys, the resume and the description. And generate a sentence that describes that suggests a line of conversation that, let's say here, after the conversation that will enable. Okay, cool. Actually, so I'm going to give a little bit more context to the AI here. Okay, cool. So I'm going to say, like, I'm basically going to say that I'm going to tell the AI, like, what it's doing here. I am a recruiter who is about to interview a candidate who who has recently applied to the role described in the description. I want you to fill out the interview guide form below. Perfect. All right, cool. Okay, actually, I'm going to say this. The recruiter hereafter me. Cool. Man, I like writing these prompts. These are cool. All right, sweet. So now when we say me in the form, it should be able to kind of have more context around what we're doing here. And suggest that will enable me to get additional information that will help me decide whether, okay, all right, I'm going to actually do the same thing for candidate here. Great. All right, cool. Whether the candidate meets the three keys, see, is aligned with the three keys mentioned above. All right, cool. So let's do this here. Generate a suggested question. Generate 3 suggested questions that are deliberately non-specific and designed to see and designed to start a discussion designed to, let's say not start a discussion, but more like designed to get the candidate talking about the design to get the candidate to cause the candidate to share their thought process about a topic that's related to the description, their resume, and the three keys. Each question should be formatted like this. And after the questions or the question, so tell me, what's your about like this? How do you approach building morale on a here's an example to demonstrate how the question, how each question should be formatted and structured. Cool. All right. Let's move on. All right, skill-based questions. Ooh. All right, cool. So now let's get back in here and hi, Tamia. Hi, friend. Oh, good to see you. I'm all right. I don't know where he went. He was here just a moment ago. All right, cool. So now we're going to get into these skill-based questions. All right. So I think here what we should do is look for up to 5 weaknesses in the candidate's resume and the job description. These are really going to be designed to just kind of see if there's any weaknesses. Here, let's see. I'm going to say here, generate up to 5. I'm going to say generate between 2. I'll say generate 3. What were you doing? I don't know. I didn't see him at the printer this morning either. Well, I mean, they would be right here then. That's the printer right there. That's no if it's there on the outside or whatever. Let's see. I don't know, man. Network configuration. I'll tell him you came by when he comes back. Sorry, dude. Bye, Tamia. Okay, cool. Let's get back into it. Okay, so I'm gonna have. So basically, like, I know that you guys, if you have been watching this, like, kudos to you. And I'm sure you'll be really good at writing prompts after a while here. But I do think that it is. I do think that it's important that we're really specific with the AI. So I'm a little bit concerned here about, kind of getting into like, hey, generate between 2 and 5 questions. Let's just have it do specifically 3. So I'm going to say here, generate 3 questions. And so I'm going to bring in the skill-based questions. I think I put this in. Yeah, here we go. These right here. That's what I'm looking for. So this is from the course. Each one of them looking house like this. Here, hereafter, the skills questions, or individually the skills question. Each one of them designed to reveal a let's see, the candidate's ability, action steps related to solving a hypothetical problem that if this candidate was working in the job described in the description, they would likely have to solve. Okay, here generate 3 questions, each one of them designed to reveal the candidate's ability to solve some hypothetical problem that, if the candidate was working in the job description, they would likely have to solve. Here's an example of a skills. Here's an example. Here's an example of the structure. Here's an example of a skills question. Here's an example skills question. Here are, let's say, here are 2 example skills questions that aren't related to the description. And you make these skills questions to the description. Okay, so let's see. Here are 2 examples. Okay, so let's see. Let's say if you were tasked with leading a go-to-market team that was going to pursue a new let's see, a target market that's adjacent to our current target market, how would see what steps would you take during the first 6 months? I would say what goals, let's not be the steps. What steps would you take? Let's see. What specific I would say what specific projects would you lead for this goal? And I would say which specific projects would you lead in pursuit of this goal during your first 6 months on the job? Okay, cool, that's one. Let's say another one like if, let's see, last night, assume that hypothetically last night there was a major security breach and most of our user data was compromised. What steps would you take today? What about this week? What about this month? Okay, cool. Alright, so let's see if that works. And I'm going to save our progress here. Alright. Alright, now. Alright, now let's get into culture fit questions. Okay, cool. So now here, I like kind of this open-ended questions structure here, so I'm going to follow this again. Actually, I kind of like this here too. Alright, cool. I'm going to do an overview here too, but let's get down here. Alright, cool. So before I get up here, I'm going to actually improve the skill-based questions area with a little overview. Suggest that here a two-sentence, let's say a sentence that recommends the primary area of focus. That recommends a primary area of focus that see, for me to focus on, for me to center, discuss with the candidate related to the candidate's skills as seen on the resume insofar as they are sufficient, insofar as related to the candidate's skills and yeah, so this one's tricky. Actually, I'm going to take this out. Alright, cool. Alright, but here. Okay, cool. Okay, let's just do like this. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Qualifying candidate skills. And then here we're going to do qualifying the. Okay, cool. Three suggested questions. The fit questions or the fit question that are designed to help me determine whether or not Actually, I'm going to have this here. Use the resume. Use what you find in the resume. The three keys and the. Actually, I don't even know if we need the three keys. Let's see. Resume and let's see the traits. Yeah. Alright, cool. The resume here and generate here. Use what you find in the resume and the traits to generate three suggested questions. They're deliberately designed to help me determine whether or not the candidate's personality and professional disposition are well aligned with the traits. Here's an example to demonstrate how each fit question should be formed. So let's see. Do you prefer to do you get more energy from working with others or from deep focus? Okay, cool. Okay, I think we can, let's use this as a little, let's use this as like a little trial. All right, so let's see here, set short link. All right, cool. So there's our short link there. All right, now I'm gonna put this in a different tasty profile to test it out. Let's see how this goes. All right, cool. I'm gonna copy this into my profile. Alright. Alright, so let's try this again. I think that I have a job description in here. Let's see. Let's see if I've got. Alright, we'll have to build this out again. Alright, cool. So let's just go to LinkedIn. And we'll see a job description. So let's do county manager. Alright, great. Jobs. Here. Alright, cool. So here we go. There's a job description here. County manager. Alright, sweet. So I'm going to put this in here as the job description. Alright. All right, and then all right, cool. This is an accountant I used to work with. We'll use her resume as the resume. All right, cool. Here's the resume. Got it. So let's see. Let's check out this job description and try to find the three keys. Um, month end close. It's like, let's say the senior manager. CP, okay, so let's say that the three keys are being able to work successfully with senior managers who don't have accounting experience. Let's see, at least 5 years of accounting leadership experience. Let's say passion for the beauty industry. All right, cool. Got it. And then let's do the traits. So let's say edit text. Let's say ability to work with people who aren't numbers people. All right, cool. Let's say attention to detail. And let's say ability to translate accounting concerns into practical business language. All right, cool. Let's see how this goes. It was a lot of work. All right, so we're going to copy our prompt. I bet you this isn't going to work in ChatGPT. I'm interested though. Let's try it. I bet this is going to be too long. Let's see. So do a new chat here. Maybe it will. I bet it's going to say no. Yeah. All right, cool. So let's take this one into Claude, and I will show you what that looks like. So here we go. Let's work with Claude. All right, let's see what Claude says. Great, love that. Wonderful. Wow, it's just fantastic. All right, great, cool. So I know that that one was a tricky one, and there was a lot of me just kind of, building out that form. But hopefully you think that's kind of neat. I think this gives you like a perfect guide for, um, you know, interviewing a candidate, which is spot on. All right, so I'm going to go and share this prompt. I'll share it in the chat. I'll share a link to it here, um, so that you can get it if you like. Cool. Yeah, so I'll put that in the chat here. And then I will be live streaming again some more prompt designing this week. So I will hopefully